This is Tyron Woodley. We're back on it.
Y'all watch it?
Yeah, I lost some money on it. Put up 200, lost 200. That's
Oh,
whatever.
you did like an actual gambling thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, I should've
Actually,
bet y'all
I
ass.
lost
Yeah.
260 because I paid for the pay-per-view, so add that on. I ain't
It was
even make-
$60 pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Someone said it was 25. I was like, you're tripping. I thought all pay-per-views are 50.
Shit, on opposite day, hell yeah. It's all 60.
Yeah.
That's like the minimum, 60 to 70.
What I tell you,
what'd
Jake
y'all
Paul
think of
was
the
going
fight?
to, bro? What did I fucking
Nah, it wasn't that.
Okay, I wasn't telling
He
you.
survived?
Nah.
Survived for the last 4
Alright.
rounds?
The first, yeah, I give him the first 3. He came out. I like his little. He had a good little like 3-punch combo.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think people misunderstand like fighting, and that's why there's so much like bullshit we're hearing about this stuff. Like, but sorry, but go on. You're saying.
Oh, okay. What's it called? Okay, yeah, okay. I like that point because they were talking about, oh, it was rigged, and in my head, I'm just thinking like, if you've seen Tyron fight his last 5 fights, he's been extremely passive. He just sits on the right hand in the UFC. He's been fighting like that, and he just kind of held back. He didn't really like open up Jake in the fight.
See, I disagree.
Really?
I totally disagree. I mean, people are mad. Tyron should have won. Tyron hit the significant shots, but boxing is about points.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're talking points, I have to give the fight to Jake. But he did rock Jake. But the thing is, Tyron isn't a super advanced boxer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pressing forward, but he's not going to be good enough to not keep getting tagged up. But he was trying to land his right. That's like his go-to punch.
Yeah.
But Jake every time is circling left, circle left, circle left. So every time they get an exchange, he's running, circling left.
Yeah.
He also has the reach advantage, so he can just lean back and get out the way of a lot of these punches. And he just likes to come over hard with that hook. So while Tyron's trying to push forward, he keeps getting tagged by the hook. It's
Yeah.
nothing significant. It didn't seem like Tyron was really hurt. But it's just like the fighting game. You can outbox someone without really winning the fight. Like, if that fight went 12 rounds, there's no way Jake wins. Like, Tyron was, because he had it on him, he had him hurt, and Jake was tired as fuck.
Yeah.
People don't understand how tiring fighting is. So they're like, oh, they weren't trying to get at each other. Bro, they're fucking exhausted. Like, they don't understand how much of the arms fill up with blood.
I know
so it
you're
becomes-
you're holding your fucking gloves
and-
up the entire
and
time.
that's why you see Jake dropping his hands and just staying out of range. Same reason Sean O'Malley. He always fires with his hands down because he's just not trying to exert energy. Some people can do that and just stay out of range, but a lot of that is fatigue. So people don't understand how fucking exhausted they were and how tired Jake was. Bro, Jake's never gone that long in a fight. He was definitely more winded than Tyron was, but Tyron couldn't land because Jake keeps circling around. After he
Yeah.
got hurt, he's just going to keep circling and running left. So that's why he's saying he's running from him. But even in that running, he's still able to just that hook is really all he was hitting Tyron with.
Yeah.
Just lean back and throw that hook.
He got you talking about his left hook?
Mm-hmm.
He also got him with a couple of overhand rights. I like those. Were you impressed by his conditioning though, Jake?
No, he was gassed. He was gassed, but it made sense. Like, I'm
He
not
was
gonna
still
knock the
active
guy.
while he was gassed. I feel like
I feel he was running. I feel like he was just getting. He was just trying to win the fight.
I thought it was a lot of bullshit.
And
bro.
you look at his corner, bro. Just hold out. You're up in rounds. Just hold. You're up in rounds. Come on, go out there. Tyron's camp sounding like, bro, you need to get you need to get him, and he was trying, but I think they're both very tired. And Tyron just couldn't land his right. I wish Tyron would have they call it cornering off, where you basically don't let him keep circling out.
Yeah,
But he wasn't
yeah.
doing that. So I feel like if Tyron had more time to like work on his boxing, it would have been a different story. Because even then, he landed some cold ones on Jake. He had definitely the significant strikes. Like, if we were on a playground, yeah, Tyron won. But people don't know how boxing works and how striking works and how total strikes landed works. So like the numbers are gonna favor Jake because he won the fight. That's pretty much how it goes. But as far as the viewer, yeah, they're all thinking, oh, Tyron should have won, and this shit was rigged. They weren't even trying to get at it. All right, you should throw some gloves on and go for 3
I think
minutes.
the biggest pro that Jake had that I would say the entire fight was just like the ring generalship. And I think like just him controlling the fight and controlling the pace of the fight is really what edged him out in points wise. Because like I saw like the highlights, but I don't know if the highlights I showed him.
Yeah, I was
Like, I
about
don't
to
know
say,
if they
'cause
were
he was
fucked
running,
up or
bro.
whatever.
He was running
but,
the
like,
last 4.
it was a lot of standing. Like, it was a lot of, like, we're just standing right here. There was one, Jake threw some soft-ass combo, and he had a whole-ass exposed face. His arms were down here. Tyron just looked at him and just backed off. Like, he didn't even sock him. That's like a clean hook. I don't think I saw Tyron throw one hook, like one left hook or something. Like no combos. It was nothing, no type of flurry. It was significant shots, but, like, he didn't attack him at all. Like, I've never seen such a passive person, like, I have, but it's still just terrible. Like, that was too passive to me. And just the fact that Jake's hopping around, like circling, and a lot of the punches, I thought they hit glove. Like, I don't really think they were significant shots like that. So for it to even come to a decision kind of like already irked me. Like I feel like Tyron should have figured out, okay, I have more stamina than this dude. He's dropping his hands. Round, what, I don't know, 4 or 5. How many rounds they go?
8.
Round 4 or 5, I know I have more stamina than him. I'm going to start releasing some punches. Like, that just makes more sense to me if you're trying to win the fight. Like,
yeah, he was trying to do it, and don't get me wrong, like, yeah, there was like,
that's
near
all
the
he
end of
has.
rounds,
He's just
he was
really
just
trying for
running.
that right. And yeah, he was just running. He was circling out, but
nobody like, how long did they prepare for the fight?
I don't know. That
like
it took a little while to get that fight.
Like how many? Like, was it a couple months? Like 4 or 5
Probably
months?
like 6. No,
a couple months.
And Mayweather's training him. Mayweather didn't teach him no type of. Damn,
yeah.
You just went up there and had a dud. Like you have a professional. I mean, I don't know. It's different when you're actually doing it, but I didn't see like any type of training of boxing.
You
really,
think
like,
you think the rematch is gonna happen?
Nah.
I hope so. I hope so because
that.
I think Tyron would get him the second time. I think he just has to add more to his bag, just because like he went right back to like the typical Tyron of like just really trying to set up that right.
Yeah.
And fuck, like he was trying to put it toward him, but Jake just kept running, and then he's running, but then at the same time he's still landing here and there.
Yeah,
he's more active. He's throwing more
like,
punches, like just throwing the jab.
Tyron is looking for that knockout.
Like, damn.
I had fun watching the fight. I was impressed by Jake because that's the first one that we've ever seen him go long, and I hope when he comes back for his next fight he'll be prepared for like another 8-rounder.
Tyron should have came out like Mike Tyson.
I thought that's what he was gonna do, but Jake came out like that.
What's Mike Tyson coach name? I forgot it. Something, but
Don King.
Whatever it is, when Mike Tyson be tucking and then just comes up with a left. Yeah, that's what they should have taught him. He should only Kuzmato.
I think it's tough because like I was just watching Sean O'Malley talk about it. He was saying like during training camp he's not working to learn new stuff, and I've heard that from other people. Like there's no learning of new stuff during a training camp. You want to refine what you're already good at, like what you're working on. So like they say you really get better during when you're not in a training camp. Training camp, the main focus is getting your conditioning right and just working on stuff you're going to use in the fight, but stuff you already do. So the time before that is when you're learning stuff. So I feel like it was a small window to really, I don't know how much he's working on stuff versus working on his conditioning, because you're really trying to get yourself right for the full fight. So I feel like if he had more time, he would have done better, just because it kind of looked like the same Tyron Woodley. Even the way he came out, the stance he had was kind of almost looked like he was in his wrestling mode.
he had it like it looked like MMA type of stance, but with boxing gloves, you know.
And we've seen Jake knock out a couple guys, and he couldn't do anything with Tyron. Like he really, I mean, he there was no chance of him finishing Tyron in that fight. He was really Tyron was the aggressor, and he was just running away at that point. And he was exhausted though. You could tell he was really tired, probably more tired he's ever been fighting wise.
Yeah, so he was throwing cool. The whole time.
Do you think him and Fury's? Did you see Fury's brother fight? Tommy Fury?
No, I just, oh man, I wish I watched that.
His fight was a disappointment. So he fought against a guy, I forgot the guy's name.
It was Jake Paul's sparring partner.
Yeah. So he fought him, but he had a huge advantage over him size-wise and even in terms of experience. So really, it was like, and all the commentators were saying
was
like,
it a 4-round fight or 8-round fight?
That one was, maybe 4. No, I think it might have been 8. Maybe I'm tripping. I really forgot. Honestly. Okay. But basically, he won the fight, but with those conditions, it was like, nah, bro, you're supposed to show out and finish him. So it was almost a disappointment. You could kind of tell.
He didn't finish him?
Nah, he didn't. He won off points, but it was like it wasn't a good performance for him, really.
Oh, so okay. I think it was a 4-round fight because that's what they were saying that he was. What's it called? That it took him 4 rounds to do that. Like that's what Jake was getting at.
Exactly. That's what he was saying. You just fought my sparring partner for 4 rounds and couldn't do shit. And like he definitely won the fight, but like they were all saying like, bro, this is the one you're supposed to dominate just off who you're fighting, the advantages you have over him. So you could tell even he seemed kind of disappointed. He kind of played it up at the end and saying like all he was saying is, do you think like you did enough to really like get Jake Paul's attention with this fight? And he's like, hey, you know what? It'll be an easy night for him. You know, like fine, whatever. Like it'll be an easy night when you fight me then. But I'm like, yeah, because he didn't really show out. Like, it was definitely a disappointment. And you're not looking like Tyson, I can't lie. But Tyson Fury, I mean, not Mike Tyson.
Yeah. That's going to be...
He's jacked, though.
He is jacked?
Fucking... you seen him? Bro, fucking perfect physique.
Really?
Dead ass, yeah. Fucking... No, the only thing I say is if I were him, I'd get a little more lat work in. But his fucking shoulders, fucking chest, god
What's
damn.
What's his
name? Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury, I got to see
Nah, that fool's jacked, bro.
Now you got to look at them titties.
Yeah, bro. Perfect pecs.
Wait, Tyson Fury's brother?
Yeah.
Why is he light skinned? Why does he look Hispanic?
He looks white, or wherever they're from, German or something. But yeah, so that was cool. Do you think that they're gonna fight next, or do you think there's any chance of the Tyron Woodley rematch? Because he did say if Tyron gets the tattoo, they'll do the rematch. Tyron
I don't think he got the
get
tattoo.
The contract.
I don't think he got the tattoo. The tattoo looked kind of cool.
All right. What were we saying? Oh yeah, so you think it would be a good, bro? Honestly, I'd rather see the Tyron versus Jake duo, or what's it called, rematch, versus the Murray. What's it called?
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury.
Bruh. I hope he fights another UFC guy, just like some washed up. Not too washed up. I like the Tyron fight because it looked like a fight. Masvidal? Nah, his striking a little too nice.
But I like to see because he was talking shit about Masvidal. He like they switched up on each other, which is
oh damn.
I would be up for that, man. I want to see Masvidal in a boxing ring too. That would be really interesting.
I wouldn't bet on Jake on that one. Next fight, I'm betting on Jake, just depending on the opponent.
I'm betting on Jake too. I'm not going against that man.
We'll see. All right, I'm still gonna put my money up against whoever he's going against.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see. Honestly, as the fight started coming around, I started getting more and more nervous. And then, like, when I saw Tyron come out in that stance, it looked like he was going to wrestle. Bro, I was, like, worried. But then I was just pulling for him, bro. That's why I don't get, like, some people, they're just not fight fans. Like, the whole fight, I'm fucking engaged. Till the end, I'm like, dang, it's over. Because I know how tired both of them are. And, bro, watching a lot of fights, a lot of times you sitting there like, bro, I wish if you would have just gone at him, like, gone all in. But, bro, you don't understand how you're going to fucking throw up. Like, you're that fucking just fried out, exhausted. Like, people don't get that. They just watch and be, why didn't he just rush him and tag him up? Bro, y'all got to get into fighting then. Like,
seriously.
Let's go 5 minutes straight. Bro, you know how long 5 minutes feels? Like, that shit is crazy.
Right.
Boxers do 3-minute rounds.
We used to do body shots. That shit was tiring as fuck. That was crazy.
30-second timer for body shot. All the people put on games and shit. Bro, that's 30 seconds, and they still need respirators. Hold up.
The people that are beating the guy that's getting jumped in, you know?
Bro. So it's like people just don't get how fighting is, bro. But
like,
drills, bro, you'll be fucking
it's a whole body workout.
Yeah.
2 minutes of drills, bro, you're fried out. And the amount of punches being thrown, they take a lot out of you, bro. It starts to become like, if we doing combos on the mitts, 3, bro, each one is like, fuck, you're exhausted, man.
Start getting that lactic acid.
That plus and getting hit too takes a lot out of you. So every time you see a body shot, every time
for sure.
See, but I don't give Tyron credit though, because I feel like he didn't throw punches the whole fight, and I don't know.
He wouldn't close the distance as much. I'll give Jake for running and everything, but like at the same time, like, aren't you fighter? You should be able to fucking close the distance.
A reach advantage, which is good.
Jake had a reach
Right, well, he had a reach advantage, right, which is good. But I feel like as a professional 5-time champion fighter, you should know how to get inside on somebody.
Inside would have been, I'm gonna take you down, I'm gonna get you up against the fence,
right?
Getting close. So had he had more boxing knowledge, that's what he needed to do. But that's why Jake was able to just keep kind of circling out. And when you're trying to land a right, like someone has a big right, and if you circle toward that hand, it's really alleviating that punch. The only thing you got to worry about is walking into that punch. But if you're staying out of range and you're circling, there's not much you can do. And it seemed like that was the problem. Tyron was trying to get that knockout, get the finish, going all for it. But he's tired too. But also, Jake just kept slipping out, and he's still tagging him too. When Tyron comes close, he's able to lean back and throw those hooks. And it's not even like they were connecting him to hurt him, but it's just enough to keep him at bay.
Yeah. Man, you guys seen this? What's it called? The TikToker that snuck into the fight.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was hilarious, yo.